Durham's latest crime numbers, updated stormwater rules for new development, and how the city is helping to make hundreds of homes more energy efficient. We invite you to join us now as we take you inside City Hall this week. Hello, I'm Amy Blaylock. Welcome to City Hall this week, dedicated to keeping you informed about what's going on inside Durham City Hall. The police department's second quarter crime report is out, offering a mixed snapshot of violent and property crimes in the city of Durham. Police Chief Jose Lopez presented the report to the City Council during its August 15th meeting, where he also recalled many of the department's recent accomplishments.
Our warrant squad, with the assistance of several other agencies, held a citywide warrant roundup on June 21st and 22nd after the names of approximately 1,400 wanted persons were published in the June 21st edition of the Herald Sun. This operation was successful. 184 persons were arrested on 386 charges, including one murder warrant. The warrant squad served more than 7,400 warrants, criminal summonses, and orders for arrest from July 2010 through June 2011. The Durham Police Department worked with officers from the Durham County Sheriff's Office, North Carolina Central University Police, Duke University Police Department, North Carolina Community Corrections, which is probation and parole, and the North Carolina Division of Motor Vehicles. Additional magistrates and 911 communicators were also assisted with this operation. Investigators conducted an undercover operation targeting scrap metal businesses and employees who make illegal purchases of scrap metal. This resulted in the arrest of 10 owners and employees of 4 scrap metal businesses in April. The operation was important because metal theft significantly impacts our burglaries, larcenies, and even motor vehicle theft statistics. Investigators also solved a series of burglaries in northern and eastern Durham with the arrest of 4 persons. More than 30 burglaries were reported over a 6-month period, and most occurred during the day on weekdays. Investigators and officers worked closely together to solve these crimes, but it was a tip from a caller reporting suspicious activity in their neighborhood that led to a break in the investigation.
The good news overall is that the numbers show a 4% decrease in total Part 1 violent and property crimes during the first 6 months of this year. That's compared to the same period in 2010. The picture becomes more mixed with violent crime, which includes homicide, rape, robbery, and aggravated assault.
Violent crime was up 2% during the first 6 months of 2011 compared to 2010. Reported robberies and rapes were down, while there were increases in homicides and aggravated assaults. Robberies are at a 3-year low during the first 6 months of 2011. We did institute a long-term violent incident response in June following a series of violent crimes. Officers arrested 87 persons on a total of 165 charges and confiscated 10 guns during the first 6 weeks of the violent incident response.
The other primary measurement is property crime, which includes burglary, larceny, and motor vehicle theft.
Property crime dropped 5% in the first 6 months. Motor vehicle thefts and larcenies were at a 3-year low during this time. We have conducted several operations targeting property crimes this year. As I already mentioned, the operation involving metal theft arrests. We also did an initiative focusing on shoplifting, which accounted for 1/4 of our larcenies during the first 6 months. The operation targeted organized retail thefts and stores that bought shoplifted items from people. District 1 investigators arrested 12 persons after serving search warrants at 6 stores. As a result of this operation, several businesses forfeited their ABC permits. The businesses which remain under the same ownerships have not gotten those permits back. We also had issues with the theft of GPS units from cars. District 2 investigators conducted an undercover operation in March and charged Shannon Allen with several vehicle break-ins and GPS larcenies. We continue to urge people to call 911 to report suspicious activities. We've made several burglary arrests as a result of such calls. Sometimes an arrest in one burglary leads to charges in several cases.
In all, the report shows the total number of property and violent crimes was down in 4 out of 7 categories in comparison to the first 6 months of last year. The city's proposed changes to the stormwater requirements for new development are now being reviewed by the state. The changes to the Stormwater Performance Standards for development will address new development requirements included in the Jordan and Falls Lake rules. The City Council received an update on the revisions during its August 4th work session. One of the primary changes is the division of the city into different sections.
Falls new development rules are very restrictive, and so we are applying those rules just to that geographic location that drains to the Falls Lake. So you see, I have the Falls Basin, all of that area drains to Falls Lake, and then in the lower left, the Jordan Basin, which is at the Cape Fear River Basin, drains to Jordan Lake, and then we really have kind of a new area now that we're calling the Lower Neuse Basin, and so that is an area that does not drain to the Falls Lake, but it does drain to the Neuse River Basin, so it is still subject to rules.
Another significant change is in the nitrogen and phosphorus export limits.
Our current ordinance, we kind of went with a one-size-fits-all treatment, and the current ordinance is 2.2 pounds per acre per year and 0.5 for phosphorus. Now that we have the final rules and looking at them with the very restrictive Falls Basin requirements, especially for phosphorus, we are actually going to segregate those into the different basins. So I have highlighted there the 0.33 for phosphorus in the Falls Basin because that will be probably the most difficult target to hit. So that will be difficult to hit. And then in the Lower Neuse Basin, we have put in the restrictions that are required by the Neuse River Nutrient Management Strategy, which is the 3.6 pounds per acre per year for nitrogen reduction.
The land disturbance thresholds will also be revised with the new requirements.
The land disturbance thresholds, the land disturbance threshold is basically once you disturb land over those numbers I have there in that chart, then you have to comply with our pollutant reductions, so nitrogen and phosphorus reductions. So for quite a while now, we've had the 1 acre for basically single-family residential and the ½ acre for sort of commercial multifamily. The Falls new development rules are requiring us to reduce that land disturbance threshold to 0.5 for single-family and 12,000 square feet for the multifamily and other commercial. So the result of that will be that smaller projects will be coming in and having to comply with these regulations.
The on-site treatment requirements, or the amount of pollutant reduction that has to be done on the project site, and how the new rules are applied to redevelopment projects are among the other changes. The new development ordinance has to be implemented by July of next year. In response to this summer's moderate drought conditions in Durham, water customers are being urged to use water wisely. The city's water demand has continued to rise as temperatures have risen, and the available water supply will continue to decline if we continue to get low amounts of rain. City staff says that since the summer months are the peak times for water usage, some customers may use 3 to 5 times more water than during other times of the year. To help extend Durham's water supply as much as possible, here are some water-saving tips to keep in mind. Water lawns and landscaping only when needed. Durham's year-round efficiency ordinance is in effect and limits irrigation based on street addresses. Wash only full loads of laundry and dishes, and scrape dishes instead of rinsing when loading the dishwasher. Keep a pitcher of drinking water in the refrigerator instead of running the tap until the water is cold. Fix leaks around the house, which could help save about 200 gallons of water per week. Install water-efficient shower heads and consider participating in the city's toilet rebate program. Those are just a few of the ways you can save water. For more tips and information on the irrigation schedule, visit durhamsaveswater.org. If you're a homeowner trying to save energy and money, the city may be able to help. Applications are now being accepted for the Home Energy Savings Program, which is expected to benefit hundreds of Durham residents.
The Home Energy Savings Program is a new initiative by the city and county designed to save residents energy and money by subsidizing specific home improvements to over 200 homes.
The program is being offered for a limited time on a first-come, first-served basis.
Homes qualify. They have to be either single-story or two-story, but have the top floor and the bottom floor the same footprint, almost like a box. They have to be in good condition, no mold or any other kinds of hazardous conditions in the home. And they have to not have any unvented combustion appliances in the living space. So things like water heaters or furnaces that are not direct vented, and we have information on our website to figure out what kind of appliances you might have in your home. We are actually going to give priority to homes that are all electric, so that don't have any gas or oil or propane, but we will be accepting applications from those homes in case we don't get enough all-electric homes. The home owners have to pay $400 to participate in the program, and we will then provide up to another additional $1,600 worth of value retrofit. So it'll be a total of up to potentially $2,000 per home.
Homes that do qualify will receive a variety of specific improvements needed by most homes and that are the most effective in reducing energy use.
So we'll be sealing air leaks in the floor of the attic and the ceiling of the crawl space, adding insulation to the attic, sealing air leaks in ductwork where the heating and air conditioning flow through, adding in programmable thermostats, high efficiency shower heads and aerators in the sinks, and also putting in carbon monoxide detectors if necessary.
Improvements that are ultimately good for the homeowner and the environment.
These improvements are specifically designed to save energy. So they're good for the homeowner or renter if it's a rental property because the energy bills will be lower. They'll also be more comfortable in the home because there won't be as many drafts and leaks. They can turn the thermostat to a more comfortable temperature. It'll be more even throughout the house. And it's good for Durham and the environment in general because it will help us reach our greenhouse gas emissions reduction goals. Durham has a plan that calls for a 30% reduction in greenhouse gas emissions by 2030, and this will help us meet those goals.
The Home Energy Savings Program is paid for with federal stimulus funds and a grant from the Environmental Protection Agency. For more information or to apply to the program, visit greenerdurham.net. New traffic signals will soon be directing the way throughout the city. Find out what all of these arrows mean and how they could help make driving a little easier and safer on Durham streets when City Hall This Week continues.
Blowing yard waste into the road hurts our water. Yard waste can clog storm drains and it becomes unwanted fertilizer in our streams and rivers. Clean water begins with you and me. This message brought to you by the Clean Water Education Partnership.
Welcome back. Durham has a new Public Works Director, a position that oversees an important department affecting your daily activities as well as those of the city. Marvin Williams was named to the position in May and took over the job in July. His department is made up of engineering, street maintenance, and stormwater services divisions, all areas that have multiple responsibilities.
Public Works is responsible for street maintenance functions, street sweeping, engineering, design, development review, stormwater services, and stormwater engineering.
Williams' arrival comes at a time when the city has several high-priority projects going on that will fall under his leadership.
The priority projects for us are obviously the street resurfacing program citywide to resurface several of the city streets that are in fair condition, as well as the American Tobacco Trail, the bridge and trail. And we also have several stormwater projects that are major projects for us that are a priority to complete within this fiscal year.
Williams says his goals for the department not only include completing those priorities, but creating more of a focus on customer service and transparency.
The goals for the department are to become more customer service friendly, transparent, to improve our communication with internal and external customers, and to also move towards accreditation by the American Public Works Association.
Before joining the city, Williams was the Deputy Director of Public Works for the City of Richmond, Virginia. Durham City Hall Plaza will remain closed a little longer than initially anticipated. The plaza has been closed to traffic while a significant streetscape project is being completed. The project has been delayed because of the numerous unknown underground utility lines that were found once construction began. Some of the utility lines caused engineering redesigns to accommodate the changes. The project is now expected to be completed in October. Drivers in Durham will soon have a new type of left-turn traffic signal, giving them directions at busy intersections. The first of the new traffic signals is now installed at the intersection of Fayetteville Road and Juliet Drive. The solid red arrow means no turns are allowed. The solid yellow arrow means to prepare to stop. A flashing yellow arrow means that a driver may make a left turn if there is no oncoming traffic, pedestrian, or cyclist. And a solid green arrow means that the driver has the right of way to make a left turn. The new signals are expected to help prevent crashes, move more traffic through an intersection, and provide more flexibility in managing traffic. The new left turn signals will be installed along the Irwin Road corridor within the next year. Durham's first ever strategic plan is now in place, and so is an important tool that will let you track how the city's doing. Find out how easy it will be for you to see whether goals are being met and promises being kept when City Hall This Week continues.
Hi, I'm Chief Jose Lopez with the Durham Police Department. Everyone knows in times of an emergency to call 911. But what about during a non-emergency like these?
So you want to report a barking dog?
Loud music?
Call 560-4600. This 24/7 number was established by the Durham 911 Center for all non-emergency calls. Immediate threat to your life or property, call 911. And all other non-emergency calls?
560-4600.
Now you got it.
Hello. Yes. Can I ask a few questions about the apartment on Park Street?
What was your name?
My name is Juan Hernandez.
It's been rented.
Oh, it's gone. Hello, my name is Sanjay Kumar. I am calling about the apartment on Park Street.
It's not available.
Not available?
Hello, my name is Tyrone Washington. I'm calling about the apartment on Park Street.
Just been rented.
Hello, I am Chen Ling. My name is Khalid bin Ali. I'm Tuan Vo.
Hello, my name is Moshe Goldberg. I use a wheelchair.
It's gone. Not available. All right. Thank you.
Yes, hello, my name is Graham Wellington. I'm calling about the apartment for rent on Park Street. Is that still available?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Really?
Housing discrimination is illegal. If you think you've been a victim because of your race, color, national origin, sex, religion, disability, or family status, call us. Fair housing. It's not an option. It's the law.
For every one of these spots, there are at least 5 to 24 others for you to use. Many folks think that people with disabilities are getting special treatment with these parking spaces, but it's really a safety issue, not a convenience. Many drivers backing out of a parking space can't see a person with a disability. Remember, accessible parking is a civil right built on safety. For more information, call the Americans with Disabilities Act Information Center at 800-949-4232.
Nothing like a cold drink. But think about it. Soda, sweet tea, and other sugary drinks are full of calories and nutrients. None. Zip. Zilch. Nada. Next time you're thirsty, rethink your drink. Your body will thank you.
Welcome back. An important tool to measure progress on goals included in the city's strategic plan is up and running. The Performance Management System dashboard is now available as a reporting system that can be used by city departments, the administration, and the public.
It's a way for managers and the administration to gauge where the organization is and what the current trends are and items we need to look at making changes for.
The City Council received a demonstration on how the system works during its July 21st work session.
So the format of the site is divided into 3 sections, 3 tiers. The highest level is called the outcome measure level. And on this particular level, you will see certain components. We're trying to make the site consistent, and you'll see certain components. And those components include why it matters, analysis, the improvement plan, data source, and related links, and when established, links to supporting objectives. And you also see on the page for these outcome measures charts. The next level, the objective and intermediate level, also has a consistent format, and the components on that particular level, and this is a secondary level, will be why it matters again, the analysis, improvement plan, data source, and related links, and when established, a link for supporting initiatives and tasks. And then finally, we have the third tier, which we call the initiative and task measure, and that's the lowest tier. And on that particular level, you will see components that will include a target, analysis, improvement plan, the data source and related links, and when provided, attachments. So what we hope to demonstrate is a flow and ease of navigation from the outcome level, which is the highest level, through the objective and intermediate level down to the initiative level.
The site also offers status symbols with updates on the progress of goals, as well as videos showing how to navigate the system in general. City staff will also be offering demonstrations to groups throughout the community.
Not only do we want our citizens to be aware of it, we want them to use it, and we want them to give us feedback on a consistent basis.
A biannual report will also be published, offering progress on the initiatives, measures, and outcomes that are associated with the strategic plan goals. Durham will soon be getting another dog park, this time for those pooches living in or visiting the downtown area. The new park will be located at the corner of Elliott and Roxborough Streets. The grand opening for the facility will be held on Wednesday, September 14th from 4:30 until 6:30 p.m. This will be the city's third dog park. The other 2 are located at Northgate Park and Piney Wood Park. If you haven't already done so, you'll want to save the dates for the third Fridays in September and October. That's when the last 2 performances of the 2011 Third Friday Concert Series will be held at Durham Center Plaza at 300 West Morgan Street. The free concerts begin at 6 p.m. and last until 8 p.m. For more information on the concert series and individual performances, visit the Parks and Recreation homepage and click on Special Events. The city's commitment to meeting the needs of all its residents includes those of Durham's young people. We'll introduce you to city staff working tirelessly behind the scenes to make sure those needs are met when City Hall This Week continues.
What we do to the planet, we do to ourselves. You can help keep America beautiful. Visit KAB.org.
Ooh, honey! Sorry!
Once you get the hang of it, you're gonna love using the 111 water and money saving tips at durhamsaveswater.org.
Most of us overeat because our servings are way too big. The best way to keep an eye on portions is to picture how the food would fit in your hand. Your open palm is the right size for a serving of most foods. So give your food a hand. Your body will thank you.
Traffic and weather. Due to an accident.
Say what you say, act how you act, play how you play.
468, clear 12 and Hampton. Open looking what I'm going on. Close comment.
You're lucky, ma'am. This guy's gonna make it.
Thank God he's okay.
Next time, slow down to get around.
Black male, about 9 years old, sitting in the middle of the road on Route 12.
Welcome back. Here's a reminder now about how the city's schedule will be affected by the upcoming Labor Day holiday. Most city offices will be closed Monday, September 5th. Collection of all solid waste services, which includes garbage, recycling, yard waste, and bulky items, will be delayed by 1 business day for the entire week. Collections for yard waste and bulky items on Friday, September 9th will occur instead on Monday, September 12th. For more information on other closings due to the holiday, visit the city's website or contact Durham One Call at 560-1200. The Durham Youth Commission is marking the beginning of what's expected to be yet another successful year of advocating for the city's young people. The group is made up of 35 9th through 12th graders who were selected from a citywide application process. The goal of the commission is to provide civic education, leadership development, and service learning opportunities for Durham's young people. Of course, those young people couldn't achieve what they do without the supervision of some very committed adults. Those adults make up Durham's Office on Youth, an office that is responsible not only for overseeing the Durham Youth Commission, but also for many of the city's advocacy activities geared toward Durham's young people. As you'll see in this We Care segment, their commitment to Durham's youth goes far beyond anything that could ever be listed in a job description.
I think the Durham Teen Center is an excellent place for the community, for families, for young people.
You get to have fun, like play pool, get on the computer.
I like coming here because it's fun and a lot of new people to meet.
It's really a place for teens to come and stay out of trouble, come and laugh with Mr. Q, play some games, get some education.
Because it just keeps away from negativity. I have something to look, just something just to change my life around with. Trying to become a better person in life.
My favorite thing, the activities we do. Like on Tuesdays, we have people come down here talking about conflict, and on Thursdays we have people talking about sex ed.
Well, it's basically communication groups, learning how to communicate with others and understanding situations in life.
My favorite thing to do would actually be the classes that they have, like sexual education, and they have, I think, something called not life skills, but you know, they telling you about things in life and how you would react to them and things you can do to make better decisions. Those are the types of things that I come in for, really.
I think you can really very clearly see that all of the staff here are really committed to the work they do with youth.
They have female and male staff, so if a female has a problem, they can go to a female staff and talk to them personally. And for the males, they have a male staff that they can go and like in confidence and know that they're not going to tell anybody else.
And just let them know that anything that they feel like talking about, we're here for them.
Oh, the staff is nice. I have some good friends.
The kids are great. We have a really, really, really good group of kids that come through.
Well, the staff are very nice. They actually cooperate with us. They understand some of the things we're going through. It's very laid back here, so the staff.
Mr. Q, he's basically a grown kid. He basically just chills with us, plays games with us, and he gives us advice about stuff if we got questions, and he gives us like dress etiquette, things like that.
I love the fact that there's a lot of energy every single day. No day is the same.
Miss Evelyn, I believe she's like a mother to us all. She makes sure that we ain't running these streets, you know, being one of these hoodlums that you see running around. She just tries to keep us, you know, safe, make sure we're doing good.
My job is to make sure that teens know that we're here to serve. The city has created a place just for them, and we welcome teens here.
That does it for this edition of City Hall This Week. Be sure and visit DTV8 on Facebook and Twitter to find out how you can tune into this show, city life, and all the city's programming. You can also find us on demand on the city's website at durhamnc.gov/DTV8. I'm Amy Blaylock. Thank you for joining us for City Hall This Week.